You know, back in 1995, 1998, Africans were real cool. And even the Africans before that, they was real cool. But something happened after the housing crisis. Something happened after Obama became president. The newly arrived Africans, the newly 18, 20-year-old Africans started getting very disrespectful. And it's not all the Africans. That's why I call them anything for a dollar Africans. Anything for a dollar Africans seem like they want verbal war all the time. Now, I've been to Africa 4 times, 4 different parts of Africa. I've even been to Moab, which is outside of Africa, but I came through Tingis and traveled through that highway, I believe it's called 20, that goes into Moab. I've been in the Liberian area because I wanted to see that history from the people that created it, and I looked at the Sierra Leone because really there's no such thing as Sierra Leone. It's really all Ghana, but outside people created Sierra Leone. And then you look at Nigeria and also Congo. I always ask this. The Congo people are cool. The people below the Congo, Madagascar, all these places, they're cool. But the Arab controlled parts of Africa, they're different. And this is why I give a lot of praise to the Ethiopians, because they're not Arab controlled. They're not Arab mindseted. The Punt people, they're very Arab mindseted. Even the Eritreans are a little Arab mindseted. I just don't understand this love for Arabs. I just don't, because the Arabs were the original sellers of Africa. The Arabs were the original hunters of Africans. It wasn't even African people. African people barely went to war. But when I ask oral history, like the time I was in Nigeria and Liberia, I would ask oral history questions, and people couldn't answer it. They take me over to this one family where this one elder guy, and he would translate. And I asked who started the tribe. I get a long-winded speech, but still no name. I get more speeches, but still no timeline. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and I'm trying to make it out alive. So you ask again, is there a year? You get a long speech. Now, people always say travel to the land and ask these certain families, these certain keepers of the oral history. But if you can't tell me what year that happened, but you don't want me to listen to what the Persians say about it, you don't want me to listen to what the Iraqis say about it, you don't want me to listen to even the Arabs say about it. You only want me to go off this oral history, but you can't answer questions when I ask you what year and what's the name of the person who started it. Every now and then I'll get a name. Like Hausa was started by a guy from Iraq. It was not started by an African. He actually killed the African queen after she gave him 7 children. Took over her whole tribe and turned her tribe into hunters. That's oral history. It's also documented by the Persians. It's also documented by the Iraqis. The Arabs even say the same exact thing. So, who started your tribe? What is the name of this person? You always say, now this is not for all Africans. This is not for all Africans. Don't get easily offended. I'm only talking to the Afadi Africans, the anything for a dollar Africans who come to America and they say little slick stuff like, you don't know where you come from. Who originated your tribe? What is the first person? And if you don't know that, what year did your tribe start? I spoke to another group over in Liberia. They started when the French came to their land. The tribe did not exist until they started living on the boats that the French had. And then when the French went away, all those years of living on those boats, they now called themselves crew. Now, we all know crew as people on the ship. But that's how their tribe originated, by working on the ships. And when they were forced to live back on land half a century later, they just kept the name and was doing what they was doing. But they have no knowledge of crew existing before the French came. That's a discussion we can have. It's not that nobody's trying to disrespect, but we gotta have a discussion. We gotta know the information. You can't keep hiding it from everybody and saying only one family keeps the information. No, everybody needs to know. Because if everybody doesn't know, then the Arabs will come back in and weaponize you not knowing.